Historic victory. USA's discus champion Allman claims gold in Tokyo. After winning the first of her 2 Olympic gold medals in Tokyo in 2021, Valerie Allman clinched victory in the Japanese capital again, but this time at the World Athletics Championships Tokyo 25. With 69.48 m, she secured her first world title, following her silver medal in Budapest in 2023 and bronze medal in Eugene in 2022. After taking an early lead with 67.63 m, which was followed by Joran van Klinken's 67.50 m, Allman created some distance with her 5th-round throw, and her rivals were unable to respond. The world number 1 had the final throw of the competition, and although it was a foul, the crowd went wild and she was confirmed as world champion for the first time. Emotions were high for the U.S. athlete, and the first thing she did after being confirmed as the champion was lay down and move her arms and legs to make an angel on the field. "It is a dream come true," she said. "The whole year I focused on these championships. Now I am here and I didn't feel myself. The pressure, the nerves, hit me. I keep looking at this medal and can't believe it's real. Performing in front of 50,000 people brings magic. I didn't realize before how much I wanted to become the world champion. There was a part of me that felt incomplete. I am ending years of struggling for this gold. I definitely still have a lot more in the tank." Van Klinken of the Netherlands took home the silver medal with 67.50 m, her best throw of the season. Her previous season's best was set 18 days ago when she threw 67.15 m to again finish runner-up to Allman in the Wonder Diamond League final in Zurich. In Tokyo, she managed to secure her first senior global medal from her very first attempt, following 2 4th-place finishes at the past 2 World Championships. "It is really hard to understand what I just did," she said. "This season was very compressed. Within 2 months, I had 12 competitions, with shot put as well, which was really difficult. I am proud of the unconventional way I work with 2 coaches. One of them, I asked a year and a half ago if he wanted to teach technique and vision, so being able to win a world silver medal just a year and a half later feels like a dream come true." The bronze medal went to Celinda Morales from Cuba, whose 3rd attempt of 67.25 m secured her a place on the podium. She celebrated the medal but also a personal best, after starting the competition ranked 20th in the world. "I want to thank every person who helped me throughout my career, especially all my coaches from the moment I started my career in my native province of Camagüey," said Morales, who improved on her 11th place finish in Budapest 2 years ago. "I have learned from every one of them. I hope this medal will inspire my fellow Cubans to do well." Hey. Vanessa Kamga finished 4th with a Swedish record of 66.61 m. Multiple global medalist Sandra Ilkasevich was unable to maintain the momentum from Saturday's qualification round and finished 5th with 65.82 m, 1 place ahead of defending champion Laulorga Torsaga. The discus circle gleamed under the Tokyo floodlights, a simple ring of concrete that would become the stage for history. For Valerie Allman, the American discus powerhouse, it was the culmination of years of sweat, grit, and a relentless belief that she could not just compete with the world's best, but conquer them. When her final throw soared into the night sky, spinning like a blade of destiny, the crowd gasped. The discus cut through the humid air, kissed the outer edge of the field, and crashed into the turf with a thud that seemed to echo across the stadium. The scoreboard confirmed what Allman already knew. Gold medal distance. USA's champion had struck again. The rise of a thrower. Valerie Allman's path to glory wasn't paved with instant success. Growing up in Colorado, she was first a dancer, twirling across studios before she ever spun in a discus circle. It was in high school that her coach introduced her to the discus, a sport she initially approached with curiosity rather than destiny. But there was something about the spin, the rhythm, the artistry, the combination of balance and brute force, that spoke to her dancer soul. "Throwing discus felt like choreography," Allman once said, "but with power, with purpose." At Stanford University, she developed into a collegiate star, refining her technique and sharpening her competitive edge. Yet, the global stage remained elusive. For years, she lived in the shadow of European dominance, where countries like Croatia, Germany, and Lithuania traditionally ruled the event. Tokyo dreams. By the time Tokyo 2025 arrived, Allman was no longer just an outsider. She was a proven Olympic medalist, a Diamond League winner, and a beacon of hope for American throwing events. Still, the challenge was immense. Facing her were giants of the sport: Sandra Pekovic, the Croatian legend with multiple world titles, Joran van Klinken, the Dutch phenom, and a field brimming with athletes who had tasted glory before. The pressure was heavy, but Allman carried it lightly. Always smiling, always humble, she radiated calm confidence. "The circle is my canvas," she told reporters before the final. "I just want to paint something beautiful tonight." The final begins. The discus final opened with tension. Early throws from the Europeans set solid marks. Perkovic unleashed 67.40 m. Van Klinken hit 66.80 m. The gauntlet had been thrown down. Allman's first attempt was measured, controlled, 65.70 m. Good, but not enough. She clapped her hands, shook her head, and smiled. "Plenty more in the tank," she seemed to say. Her second throw flew further, 67.12 m. Suddenly, she was in the mix, the American flag flashing on the leaderboard among Europe's best. But champions aren't born from safe throws. They are forged in the moment when risk collides with belief. The golden throw. On her fourth attempt, Allman stood at the edge of the circle, eyes closed, hands cradling the discus. She breathed deeply, then began her spin, smooth, graceful, every step a dancer's move rehearsed 1,000 times. She released. The discus soared high, higher, its flight path perfect. The stadium seemed to freeze as it carried farther than any of the night's throws. When it landed, the crowd roared, and Allman raised her hands before the distance was even announced. The scoreboard lit, 69.52 meters. It was a mark of dominance, a mark of history, a mark no rival could surpass. Sealing the victory, Perkovic pushed hard in the final rounds, summoning every ounce of her legendary spirit, but her throws fell short. Van Klinken tried to rise, but could not crack 68 m. The rest of the field scrambled, but the night belonged to Allman. When the final round ended, Valerie dropped to her knees, tears streaming. She had done it, Olympic champion, now world champion. She had shattered barriers and proven that American throwers could stand atop the sport. The symbol of a new era. For decades, the discus had been dominated by Europe. The United States produced sprinters, hurdlers, and jumpers, but rarely did Americans claim discus crowns. Allman's victory was more than personal. It was symbolic. It announced to the world that the stars and stripes could fly high in the throws as well. Her style, too, marked a new era. Where many throwers approached the event with raw aggression, Allman infused it with grace. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.